WWE have shaken their roster up again. The number of releases have skyrocketed since 2020, with WWE's once 300-strong roster being reduced. But the latest releases have caught everyone by surprise. The main reason for the surprise has been the release of stars like Braun, Strowman, and Aleister, high-value commodities that even WWE have been protecting and pushing. So why are the releases happening? This is Wrestling Up, and we will answer the burning question: are WWE releasing stars to prepare for a sale? Before we get into the rest of the video, make sure you subscribe to Wrestling Hub and turn on all notifications to stay up to date with everything in the world of pro wrestling. Before we get into wrestling, we need to talk about certain business indicators towards a sale. Releasing of wrestlers like Braun Strowman are only justified when you look at the money he was making. Braun had re-signed for a deal that reportedly got him $1 million a year. He signed the contract in 2019 and it was supposed to run through till next year. Out of the few in that pay bracket, Braun may have been the one WWE chose to release because of his contract value. The reason that is relevant is due to WWE posting record profits. Companies do shed contracts like this when they are preparing for a sale. Also, the McMahon family have been regularly selling their stock in the last few years. Triple H sold $2 million worth after the annual spring cleaning that took place April 15th. Stephanie and Vince McMahon were selling millions in stock value last fall as well. Due to the rumors, reporters have reached out to insiders to confirm whether a possible sale is on the horizon. However, all sources have said WWE are not planning on this. Still, in a changing entertainment landscape, WWE are losing steam every week. Their Monday Night Raw numbers have started to look like the numbers that the 2-year-old AEW have been getting. Maybe a sale is on the way to a major entertainment entity. There have always been strong rumors about companies like Disney being interested in buying. The selling of stock and release of wrestlers on big contracts would indicate WWE are dressing themselves up to generate the most value. But it doesn't look like WWE is pushing towards a sale. Despite issues, they have remained consistently profitable. AEW is not necessarily taking viewers away from the company, but has just presented an alternative. Despite the ratings fall, WWE is profitable and are under no pressure to sell. Keeping the value of a company high is just smart business. Due to AEW and New Japan fear, WWE stacked their roster through the mid to late 2010s that caused them to hoard talent and overspend. Many of those wrestlers signed to bloated deals to keep them from leaving, like Maria Kanellis and Mike Bennett signing a 5-year deal months before their release, and Gallows and Anderson signing a 3-year deal. WWE are keeping their roster streamlined and keeping their value high for future business deals. Yet WWE's ownership model has changed. They used to harp on the importance of owning their content, especially after the Monday Night Wars and Vince buying WCW for dirt cheap just to get trademarks and archival footage. Now all that footage is not natively available on the WWE network, but has been licensed out to NBCU. That made the company more profitable, as the Peacock streaming deal is expected to bring in over $1 billion. WWE are getting with the times and not living in fear of top stars that they cannot use, leaving them for rivals. It is quite refreshing to see them take this step, but the fact it is at the cost of wrestlers they promised runs to and unceremoniously released is hard to digest. It is a business after all, and all the moves they took by releasing these talented wrestlers is making sense. The WWE share price has risen after the cuts, showing yet another area where wrestling fans may have to accommodate for this business aspect. The value Strowman, Black, Murphy, Ruby Riott, Lana, and others provide in terms of entertainment is not equal to the value they were adding to WWE's bottom line. A streamlined roster could lead to more focused programming, as WWE don't have to figure out something to do for the hundreds of wrestlers on TV. The roster is still stacked with talent, but they just need to be used correctly. There are other million-dollar earners that may have to be a little wary of their job now. Keeping their value high and the company profitable is important, yet WWE aggressively pursuing profitability has been confusing fans. After all, it may be a horrible move to let go of someone like Braun Strowman because of how well built and established he was, but all the bottom line sees is $1 million expense they don't have to keep on their books. It's cold and cruel, but it is what WWE is doing. It does not mean they are getting ready to sell, but constantly living by strong business indicators means they may not have been against listening to what potential buyers have to say. And this was our WWE releasing stars to prepare for a sale. I hope you're all having a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you later.